Welcome to Lives of Light, Little Saints. Today we celebrate Saint Barnabas, whose feast day is June 11th. Known as the Son of Encouragement, Barnabas helped many people discover God's love and supported one of the greatest saints in history. Let's listen to his inspiring story. The man who encouraged everyone. Long ago, shortly after Jesus had risen into heaven, there lived a man named Joseph on the island of Cyprus. He was a faithful follower of Christ and loved helping others. The apostles noticed something special about him. Whenever people felt discouraged, Joseph encouraged them. Whenever someone was afraid, he gave them hope. Whenever people argued, he helped bring peace. Because of this, the apostles gave him a new name, Barnabas, which means son of encouragement. It was a perfect name. Barnabas believed that every person was loved by God and deserved a chance to grow in faith. One day, a man named Saul came to Jerusalem. Saul had once persecuted Christians. He had even helped arrest followers of Jesus. Now Saul had become a Christian after meeting Jesus on the road to Damascus. But many Christians were afraid of him. What if he's pretending? They wondered. What if he wants to trick us? No one wanted to trust Saul. No one except Barnabas. Barnabas listened to Saul's story. He saw the sincerity in his heart and believed that God had truly changed him. So Barnabas introduced Saul to the apostles and spoke on his behalf. Because of Barnabas's encouragement, Saul was welcomed into the Christian community. Years later, Saul became known as Saint Paul the Apostle, one of the greatest missionaries in church history. Without Barnabas's support, things might have been very different. Barnabas continued helping wherever he was needed. When Christians in the city of Antioch began growing in faith, the apostles sent Barnabas to help them. He encouraged the believers and taught them about Jesus. The Christian community became stronger and stronger. Barnabas knew the work was growing, so he invited Paul to join him. Together they traveled to many cities, preaching the gospel and helping new Christian communities. Their journeys were not easy. Sometimes people welcomed them. Other times they faced insults, rejection, and danger. Yet Barnabas remained faithful. He never gave up encouraging others. He knew that spreading God's love was worth every sacrifice. One day, Barnabas and Paul disagreed about a decision regarding another missionary. The disagreement became serious. Eventually, they decided to continue their missionary work separately. Even then, Barnabas chose peace. He did not allow the disagreement to become hatred. Instead, he continued serving God faithfully. This teaches us an important lesson. Even holy people sometimes disagree. What matters is how we respond, with charity, forgiveness, and respect. Barnabas eventually returned to Cyprus, where he continued preaching about Jesus. According to ancient Christian tradition, he remained faithful to Christ until the end of his life and died as a martyr. The church honors him as an apostle because of his important role in spreading the gospel. Today, Saint Barnabas reminds us that encouraging others can change lives. A kind word, a helping hand, a chance for someone to start over. These simple acts can help people become the person God created them to be. Just as Barnabas encouraged Paul, we can encourage those around us. And through our kindness, we may help others discover God's plan for their lives. Reflection. Saint Barnabas teaches us to encourage others. Ask yourself, do I say kind and encouraging words? Do I give people a second chance when they make mistakes? Do I help others feel welcome? Sometimes a few kind words can make a big difference. Prayer. Dear Saint Barnabas, you encouraged people and helped them grow closer to God. Help me to be kind, to support others, and to bring peace wherever I go. Teach me to see the good in people and to encourage them with love. Amen. Remember, little saints, like Saint Barnabas, your kind words can make a big difference. Encourage others, show kindness, and help people see God's love. See you next time on Lives of Light.